Hey, welcome back to RJ Waters 2. I'm Jak and Daxter.
I Grat the instance.
And I am. I mean, heavy Sigh.
Right. Everyone who watches the cut version of the video won't know what your name is because you said it after the cutscene started. So good job on that.
It's gonna make no sense to anybody that watches this because you're saying it during the cutscene.
Sure thing, I guess. So
this is a really nice episode I've got for you guys. We're gonna travel to the best level that remains in the game.
Watch out, Geop. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Get with the Geop.
So we're gonna get out of Magmore Caverns and go to probably Finland, right? Also, I'm heavy Sigh.
We can't actually go to the best level in the game because the gondola doesn't function when we get here for some reason. They don't want you going to the level before you open up the Kira and Samos gate. So they make you get at least a power cell. I think that's how it works. As long as you get a power cell after freeing them, then the gondola will be working again.
It's not so much freeing them as activating the teleporter so they can get here from Rock Village.
They are trapped in Rock Village.
It's not like they're, you know, stuck in some hyper-dimensional prison or whatever, and then you teleport them out of there.
AKA Rock Village. I spent a week in Rock Village one weekend. Terrible place.
You did your time, huh?
Yeah, you spent a week there on a weekend.
Welcome to the Rock.
It was an extended weekend.
Up to those snowy peaks and stop them.
Okay. Oh.
Somehow the old man actually sounds eviler.
Hey, don't spoil the twist.
You think he sounds eviler than Mr. like throat cancer from last time?
Actually, yes.
You can tell the gondola's functioning because it's got 3 pistons going.
Wait, did you just bounce off the wall?
Yeah, you got a rotational force, you know. Don't waste it. Not quite sure how this rope is attached to that hook at all, but okay. It's that super friction rope.
Yeah, it's, you know...
Actually, no. When it hits the wheel, it jumps up and then pops down on the next rope. It's very precise.
It's precursor technology.
The rope is basically vertical, and that's just like a metal hook.
I don't know if that counts as a loading screen, but it's the first one we've seen.
I like that the instant we get here, there's a monster.
It's a friendly greeting. It's got a nice little headdress that reminds me of the polar cub from Crash Bandicoot.
Imagine if in Uncharted 2, these were the Yeti.
I would have made Uncharted 2 a lot better.
A tough task indeed. Oh man, look at that HD.
Whoa, holy crap, the Dark Eco is spreading faster than we thought.
Holy shit.
Look at what it's done to the lava.
I was more concerned about the fact that, like, the entire surrounding area around the volcanic crater was just gone.
It's still there. Just very far away.
This is actually the real story of Noah's Ark. The whole world has been drowned except for one mountain.
The thing about Snowy Mountain that makes it a great level is you can never kill all the enemies. They just keep popping out of the snow.
Yep.
And there's more than one. There's this awesome dude.
I like this guy, he's cool.
He is metal as hell.
No, he's cool. It's a joke because he's made of ice.
Oh, wait.
It's a sad thing, though, that he kind of falls apart.
If he was made of metal, he'd be metal as hell.
He would.
Yeah.
Now he's just cool as hell.
We're saving that for when we have the boss fight with Metal Jack.
Right.
After it is revealed that the darkness was inside us all along.
These snowballs are also cool as hell. I'm not quite sure where they're going.
They all have a date at the bottom of the canyon.
Whoa.
This doesn't seem like...
Oh my god, wait, no, holes open up in the bottom of the cliff.
It's precursor technology.
It doesn't seem like a sustainable system, because they're like, that's a lot of snow in each ball. And they're just going over the edge, so they must run out at some point.
Well, where do you think they're coming from?
No, well, see, it's still snowing, so there's no problem.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of... That's why the snow level never changes.
Oh,
you see.
right.
Yeah. It's like water in a river. Also, that's the tiny lurker. He's the worst enemy in the game.
Because he's actually fairly difficult to hit.
Because he's like a little nipping dog without any of the positive qualities.
He's like a bat in any other video game, in that by themselves they're not so bad, but they tend to come in groups.
I don't know how this happens. somebody holding that up to like a running stream or a waterfall out of that wall when it froze over?
Precursor technology.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I didn't want to have to be the only one. Also, this level is actually really, really gorgeous during the morning and sunset.
It actually is.
Look at that snow, that pink hue to the rosy snow, fresh powder. And the further we go up the mountain, the deeper the snow on the platforms is.
Actually, wait, hold on. Snow should not really be pink.
It's the refraction of the sun UV wave.
Do you not have snow in America?
Yeah, seriously,
No,
yeah.
I'm just thinking, again, these are the people who made Uncharted, so I'm just kind of thinking maybe that snow is like radioactive or something.
No.
The precursor. The bronze is actually affecting the tints.
Precursor radiation, the best kind of radiation.
Ice physics, everyone's favorite thing in any video game.
Yeah, you said a very long time ago that Blue Eco was like Ice Physics Light.
Yeah.
Well, this whole game is like Ice Physics Ultralight, and this is Ice Physics Maximum. This is the no-calorie, slightly energized version of Ice Physics.
I'm going to guess that if you're going in one direction and you try and jump to stop yourself, it doesn't do shit.
Right?
Yep.
It continues to go. There's also something underneath the ice.
I wonder what we will do.
How could I get...
The one thing you can do is if you like punch, punching always like resets your momentum, and you go flying in the direction that you punch in, no matter what.
And rolling. Rolling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like inertia to the max.
So the reason Samos sent us up here is, these guys are the toughest enemies in the game because they're the only ones we can't actually kill with punch or a kick or a roll or a fist dive or an uppercut. We need something a little more, a little more punch packed into it.
Yep.
The first and only red eco vents I think we've ever seen.
So basically what you're saying is, when confronted with a problem that our previous powers couldn't solve, the solution is punch harder.
Yes.
Also, this is like the only power cell in the game that you need red eco for. Red eco is in fact entirely optional. You can beat the game without ever using it.
Yeah. And you said that we couldn't see the other parts of the world. We can. It's just they're very far away, and the draw distance isn't as good. But we can see the Zeppelin from Boggy Swamp.
Didn't we make that thing fly away?
It flew to wherever we can see it now. Also, this is the best level because we've got the Flut.
Oh good, we're on a chocobo.
It was flying very much upwards, like in the stratospherical direction or whatever.
We're high on a mountain now. We can totally see it. But they don't let us take it out through the rest of the level, which makes it kind of the worst thing because this is just a little platforming section. But the Flut is a really great way of moving around. And I think the level would benefit greatly if I could just take the Flut with me.
Is there some kind of glitch that allows you to get the Flut out?
I wouldn't know.
Oh.
So this is how we're gonna take care of the rest of the level.
I approve.
Oh man, look at this ice physics! Because the Flut wasn't really built for ice physics, he slides around a lot more faster than Jak does.
A lot more faster.
Yes. Because he walks faster.
Yeah, normally you can't ever actually get the Flut on ice, but, you know,
Yeah.
collision boundaries.
The thing is, the rest of the level is definitely not designed for use with the Flut, so it's actually incredibly difficult to play while having the Flut. The ice physics are harder, all the enemies surround you, and Flut's attack is only the punch move, basically. So when you're surrounded, you can't do a spin kick.
You can do, like, a dive kick, too.
You can also just jump over them, you know, with the Flut's abilities.
Well, it's harder on ice physics. Well, the secret Daxter is actually just bring the Flut here. We can punch right through it.
Spoiler, this is actually false.
I was kind of hoping you actually could do that.
The ice guy was completely pissed off that I tried, though.
Come into my house, you headbutt my front door.
Just ring the bell, Jesus.
Oh, I get it now. This is that Tibetan monastery from Uncharted 2.
Oh man, you've spoiled it.
The games are actually connected.
Jak is the reason why everything went to hell.
It's the Naughty Dog meta narrative.
The Last of Us 3, it's gonna be revealed it was all part of Big Sum's scheme.
I haven't played The Last of Us,
Yeah, bye.
but I've been told that the way the story wraps up, it's not really like ripe for sequels.
Neither was Jak and Daxter 2, but we got it.
Oh, don't remind me.
Hee Okay, well, we've actually just gone a big loop. If we go back there, it goes back to the beginning of the level. But we got the Flut, so we don't need to care about drop distance.
You mean it goes back to where we got the Flut?
No. It goes back to the beginning of the level.
Alright.
Did the level really begin until we got the Flut?
Yeah. Actually, this also goes back, if we go up those staircases, it goes back to the beginning of the level too. So we're gonna.
If we die on the Flut, where do we go?
It saves our checkpoints as regular, but we don't spawn with the Flut when we die. And the thing about the Flut is you can only get off the Flut on the Flut pad, which are inside the invisible walls. Also, Flut can break open the steel crates.
Andy.
Yeah.
So are you just gonna leave the yellow vents? Well, I guess no.
Sorry,
yeah.
I just coughed up pepper candy there. I didn't hear you.
Oh, I thought it was a power cell.
So this is another power cell that you normally would need to uncap the yellow eco vents for.
Yeah, it's true, because there was a capped eco vent back there for yellow eco, and that's what we're supposed to do to open those steel crates. But we don't have to. Also, a Flut with red eco. Is there ever been power so untold?
I don't know what like untoldness does for power.
Also, I wanted to show off the Flut death animation.
Sure thing, buddy.
His legs just give out.
I like that
and
Jak
sway.
is actually still sitting on the Flut, and he's just like, well, now what?
Just like, I'm gonna ride it out.
He's just like poking it. Come on, get up. We're not done yet.
You can see those precursor orbs.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, the look on Jak's face is more like, this thing just fell on my feet. I can't move.
I like that. I like that if you look through the ice, like at an angle when you're going down that hill, Jak becomes invisible.
Yeah, the filter doesn't work through 2 layers of ice, but if you look down through the ice, you can actually tell that the cavern leads behind this set of trees, and that's how you get inside.
Also, one of the miners will sometimes, like, if you go in and talk to him, he'll say something about there being something behind some trees up on the mountain.
Honestly, I kind of wish Jak was like a skin for Uncharted, just to have him pop up.
Well, you know, they're giving Bayonetta like a Link outfit in when they re-release Bayonetta for Wii U, so you never know.
Yeah, there's still a hope.
Uncharted 4, it actually stars Jak.
This looks incredibly safe.
It does. I think we should approach it without safety equipment of any kind.
I would have liked to see this before the lake froze over and was hollowed out.
Yeah, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Because then this would all have been underwater. So did they wait for it to freeze and then drain out the part that wasn't icy?
It formed the ice surface, and then the rest of it flowed out somewhere. Obviously.
Precursor technology.
Also, this is really gorgeous texture. Look at it glow.
Yes.
I really like it. Even though the glow is just painted on the other walls because they didn't have dynamic lighting, but still, it looks nice for what it is.
Oh, Jak became invisible there again.
Precursor. Or Eco. Eco can do that, right?
Precursor Eco.
Yeah, the Preco,
Yeah.
as the kids call it.
Who have you been hanging out with?
Daxter.
That Jak is a bad influence. I heard he's doing yellow eco.
Oh man.
And you know how we feel about the NYEA, the National Yellow Eco Association?
So these are actually the most dangerous things in the entire level. These two, I'm not quite sure what they're called. If you don't jump just right, you're gonna get bounced by that repulsion barrier and straight off the cliff.
Does bouncing between 2 of them speed you up?
They're not quite close enough for that.
That thing.
Are you okay? I think he's stuck.
That thing that you play with the paddles on the side.
I was about to say ping pong, so clearly I'm
no,
also
I
not
already
quite
thought
there.
ping pong and I thought pool table. It's not either of those.
Air hockey.
It's pinball.
Yes.
It pinballs you back and forth. I'm a professional broadcaster.
Oh, this is great.
Jak and Daxter would be worthy of esports.
The second most dangerous part of the level. Also the most annoying. Look at all these little guys. Finally, Red Eco gets its day in the sun. The one use...
Does it really do anything?
It does. It makes your kick slightly have better range, so you can blow up Dark Eco boxes further without getting killed.
You mean this? So this is Red Eco's day in the sun, other than the time it was literally required for a power cell.
We haven't even got there yet. We've gotten 1/3 of there, maybe 2. It all blends together this level for me, which makes it really hard to play. I still, to this day, do not know and understand how all these parts of the level connect to each other. I can't, like, formulate a map in my mind of this level.
I can't really either. I just sort of wander around until I've gotten everything.
Right. I had to memorize which parts lead where.
Like, you can kind of remember on a piece-by-piece basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're here, where does this connect to? But you can't, like, get an overview of the entire thing.
Yeah. Like, I don't know where the highest point is.
Daxter, where did you put that?
In the trophy, of course. A little celebration for Jak.
Like, some people drink out of their trophies. Daxter just fills it with power cells.
Yeah. You know, random bits of screws.
He slams it in there like ice cubes. He just hasn't found anything to fill it up with.
Keeps your drink hot, I'd imagine. You know, good for some cocoa.
I hear scout flies.
Well, he heard there was a drink that if you combined with a power cell tasted electric. He just doesn't know what the drink is.
Lurker energy drink.
Oh man, energy drinks. I had the most disgusting energy drink in the world a few days ago. It's a lemon mint energy drink, and the thing about it is it tastes completely identically to how, like, toilet cleaner smells. The thing you, like, spray in the toilet bowl, that how it smells, that was how this energy drink tasted.
So it smells like Clorox.
I imagine that's how green Eco tastes like.
Green and yellow Eco. The double threat.
Lemony mint. Yeah.
So what's blue Eco then?
Oh, that's blue raspberry. It's the icy flavor.
Ah, alright. And red Eco would be like
cherry.
Blue. I was gonna say strawberries, but cherry's good too.
Yeah, okay, I'll take a berry blend. Like, you'd see Daxter go into the convenience store and open his mouth under the precursor Eco vent, and just let all of it flow into his mouth without getting a cup.
So it's like a slushy.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean grape is dark Eco?
Black licorice.
No, dark Eco is Ribena.
Oh god. Oh man. Duel to the death. Okay.
No, that's not a duel to the death. That's just a, hey man, what's up? Oh, nothing. I'm just hopping over. Where are you going? Over here. Okay.
It's like lethal injection. If you fail twice, then the prisoner gets set free, right?
Is that actually real? Like,
I think that's how that works. If they survive the lethal injection, you just
like,
gotta let them go.
With the way America's justice system works, I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
That is not how lethal injection works.
I'm just gonna assume that's how it works.
It's if you live through it twice, what you do is you take a hammer and inject it that way.
No, like, I'm pretty sure I've read that if you go in the electric chair for, like, the regulation amount of time and you survive, then, well, you know, you've done your punishment. Out onto the streets you go. With whatever brain damage you might have incurred.
I'm not really sure I want to see a cooked piece of bacon out on the streets.
Hey, speak for yourself. Some people gotta eat, you know. So, for all the trouble I went to taking the Flut outside of this area, I still like this platforming section quite a bit.
So we are pretty much in Fentrona Drifts now.
Yep, we just get to bounce around. These platforms have a bit of spring to them.
Oh, there's the boost ball!
Okay, I was debating, do I get off the Flut first? No, I'll give the Flut one more power cell animation before you set it off. Also, this is a required cell to get inside the fort.
Yep. Because you step on the button and it activates the gate. But what is not required to get this power cell is the Flut.
Yep, we could have just jumped straight down here from... Okay, they're not going to let us take the Flut with us. We could have jumped straight down here from where this platform goes. Oh no!
We can never ride the Flut again.
Well, but we can teabag it.
Almost as good.
That is not a worthy use of the Flut.
But yeah, if you jump down from here and do like a spinning kick, you can get into the cave without the Flut.
Did you see Jak just let out a heavy sigh?
His origin story revealed.
Oh man, it's like you don't even know who's commentating over who now. What does Jak have to say about my LP?
Alright. I'm gonna take that to mean 5 out of 5. Job well done. That's how you translate "hui" from ancient Econian.
Yeah. The precursor to written language.
Precursor.
So this is also a neat little thing we can do. 3 little precursor orb vents at once.
Nice. So are you gonna get those orbs, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to it. Grandpa. Get off my back, old man. I wanted to show off something cool. They have a lot of repulsion power there.
I didn't know this. I have never done this.
It's also a faster way to collect them. Also, if you leave just one, it makes it look like you can't pick it up, but you can. I tried to uppercut there, be cool, but I can't.
Gotta go on to the thing first.
Yeah.
Incredible skills.
Snow physics.
There aren't any snow physics in this game. Snow is purely cosmetic. There's ice physics, but that's not the same.
There are snow physics, it's just exactly the same.
Yes, that's true. Snow physics works on normal physics like everything else.
If it's very deep snow, you get some of those like blue polar bear lurkers, but other than that.
Yeah. Actually, good point. This entire arena here is covered in that type of snow, which is why I don't want to go down there.
I'm just gonna assume that it's like the type of snow is like the ideal environment for spawning them. Like there's some sort of fungi.
Oh yeah, tons of fungi. Actually, they liked this portion of the level so much, Insomniac Games, in their second Ratchet & Clank game, made a reference to the enemies that pop out of the snow.
I do like this level a lot, despite it being sometimes a bit confusing to navigate.
Yeah, other than that, it's definitely a top-notch level. As much praise I gave to the second hub world, the third hub level aside, actually a pretty good place to be. You know, the 2 levels that connect to it are really good.
The music's also really neat, although it does kind of break from the theme of one like big interconnected open world that you can just run around from place to place as much as you want, because there's like a very defined loading barrier to get to and from the mountain.
Oh, we've got just enough power cells to get onto the next place, but I've forgotten a scout fly. Look at this.
Damn, son.
AGD who?
AGD Waters 2.
Oh, I didn't get to the scout fly before the Bligo ran out. Start over. Reset. Oh. I was going to show off a neat little thing where the snow doesn't protect you from fall damage, but just imagine that I took...
You know what? I take it back. This is not... Jak could not possibly fit into Uncharted because this fortress is clearly still standing after he left it.
Hey, I've still got 3 minutes. You don't
I think
know.
this is a good time to remind people that there actually is a day-night cycle. It's so gradual you barely notice it, but it was like sunshine and I think it was sunrise when we came up to this mountain, and look at it now.
We spent an entire day here, entire Jak day.
Jak does not actually require slumber.
The thing about Jak and Daxter is it takes place on the planet of Mercury, which is why the days are so short.
Eco is his oxygen, and power cells are his sleep.
Or maybe it takes place on that star that like spins around its own axis at 25% of the speed of light. It spins around like at like 100 rotations per second. It's insane.
For some reason, we got a power cell for doing that.
Yeah, it's never really explained or like elaborated on.
The precursors just kind of forgot it there.
It was always in the last one you look in for some reason.
It's a quantum thing. It's like, have you ever played Virtue's Last Reward? It's like your actions all in the present alter the past so that it's always in the last one. But it was always there.
So basically what you're saying is the power cells work on the lost sock.
I've never seen Lost and I'm glad for it.
Do you not wear socks?
It's a
Oh,
dangerous
Lost
thing.
sucks. I thought you meant Lost, the TV series, sucks.
That's not a theory, that's a proven fact. Also, look at this.
I'm looking at it.
As confusing the level was, 200 out of 200. Left nothing behind.
I'm glad
Take a bow.
you're so proud of this. You're gonna have more numbers than I had at the end of my LP. And you're gonna have a bunch of numbers to show for it.
But I'm missing something.
I can hear it.
Just a little something I was saving for later. A little after dinner sell.
Lemon mint flavor.
Double shot. Right.
I highly advise anyone that finds a lemon mint energy drink to like buy it immediately, because you need to experience that particular brand of awful for yourself. This was a good level. I like this level.
So the transit to the next area is just jumping off the mountain, right?
No, we got the gondola to go back down, but unless yeah, it's a speed run. We'll take the short route. You spoiled it.
Wait, hold on. Was that Dark Jack I saw?